This young E-Class, Mr. Mob, bitch, Big 13.
Jury on, shirt off, jury on, shirt off. Real ones know, stack that paper, ain't no day off. Jury on, shirt off, jury on, shirt off. Stay down till you come up, them late nights gon' pay off. I get money off rap, but I ain't cool with no rappers. I'm cool with the hitters, robbers, rappers.
Welcome to the Unpleasant Thoughts Podcast. I'm your boy Shane Pooh, aka Big Shane Pooh.
It's your boy Slider Got No Lie.
Alright, we got a very special guest with us today. Very talented musician from the city doing this thing. Tell the people who you are, where they can find you.
Alright, this young E-Class, Mr. Mob, bitch, Big 13. He find on the grind, mom is that young, going to every else, young E-Class.
Alright. Appreciate you for coming on today. Appreciate you, you know, doing your thing. Just want to ask you, start off with the same, man. When did you get into music?
I've been rapping since I was young, like since I was like 11 or 12, like early 2000. Before like it was cool to rap in the early. I was like,
So you just did you like see somebody and they inspired you to get
yeah,
into
my oldest brother rap, and I was like raised on the Tupac, so that really was a craft that I studied and shit. And then Lil Wayne came out, so I was like, damn, I can rap. Like, he young as shit, and I'm young as shit. Cause like Bow Wow never really didn't relate to me, so I ain't think, you know, when I seen the street nigga rapping, I was like, oh yeah, I can do that shit.
Yeah, that was more pop, children pop.
Yeah, that was more like, I didn't even really look at him as rap.
Yeah.
Mind you, I'm on house arrest at 11 on running and shit, so it's like, I don't even know what the fuck them niggas talking about.
So you jumped with the porch jump. So you said first was house arrest was 11.
I don't like to use the term jump off the porch, not to be like politically, but I was like my friend, like where I'm from is just how it is. So and I really not jumping off the porch, which is out there already.
Part of the vibe and having fun, getting into some shit. Yeah. That's how it goes sometimes for real.
So like when you first started rapping, like you like a street rapper, like your lyrics was more so like.
Yeah, I'm still a street rapper.
Nah, I'm saying when you first started. Not lyrics. I'm saying like when you first started.
No, when I first started, it was just freestyle. Like it was just freestyle and whatever, kind of my head, whatever I knew about, been through, witnessed, any of that. Like whatever came to my head, I didn't like sharpen my craft until I went to prison. A guy named Pistol P from Baltimore showed me how to write like songs and structures and bar measurements and metaphors and similes and punchlines and shit. I was like, damn, I didn't even know fucking rap was this technical. I thought you just talk, you know, from the heart type shit. So that's when I took it serious. That's when I, you know, started my audition, the record label, and everything. All that shit happened. You know,
Before you go to that, like you said, you got the child at 15, right?
yeah, for when I
14.
when I went there, yeah, I was 15.
15, right? And it was at the go-go.
Yeah, I did go there, yeah.
So I did a little research, you know, because you're from the area, and I got respect. You come out here and really tell your story a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I had seen another interview. You said when your first day in, you had walked in, you was like, you know, the body was coming out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that, and like you said, you wasn't off the porch, was in the environment, but I know that mindset was like, damn, it's time to get real, time to get locked down, going in.
Yeah, man, you know, growing up, watching movies in general, you just think the worst in prison.
Yeah.
So I already had it in my mind, like, ain't nobody gonna play with me, take nothing from me, ain't nobody gonna rape me or none of that shit. So I already had it in my mind that how I was gonna conduct myself. And then family members, I had uncles that been locked up my whole time being born. Uncles that did 40 years, 30 years, 12 years, so I'm already understanding prison. So I went in there with a fucked up mindset, like, cause it's not like how it is on the movies and shit. It's dangerous as fuck when the movies make that shit like it's motherfucking.
Like you ain't about to go to sleep at all.
Yeah, but going in there the first day, the body coming out there, John, it's like, oh yeah, this shit real. Plus they sent me to a Max 2 job.
I know you went to the hardest one in Maryland, right?
Yeah. So they tore that junk down.
Yeah, it's for a reason, because it's one of the hardest ones. That shit going on there, right? So I know when you went in there, you probably had a lot of time to rub your craft, like you said, put them bars, then you had some connection, like you said, the inside. Do you think that also helped? Because you heard you inside, you got to read more.
Yeah,
Do you think reading that more having that much knowledge to put the bars down, expand the vocabulary, things like that?
Yeah, that's why I like when certain quote unquote kind of rappers are so technically skilled, it don't really impress me. If you got a lot of school learning, you can rap about anything because the shit is grind on. Like, if you know words and your vocabulary large, you don't really impress me as a rapper. Now, if you come from the mud and you still can do that shit without that type of learning in your background, and you put them emotions and thoughts and memories into songs, that's what impressed me. So I had to like learn how to read. I didn't know how to fully read, like read this. You gotta comprehend that shit too. I had to learn how to do all that shit when I'm in the prison. So once I did that shit, it was able to, use different words other than like I don't use the bitch word when I rap at all, referencing to females. So I gotta you gotta always still be creative in your way, so you don't say the same word anymore. You want to say chick or female or woman. You gotta find better ways to express.
Hey, I had the hey.
So you went in at 15. How old were you when you met Crystal P?
When I was 16. I met when I was 16. He, cause as soon as when I went up the road, I was on the bus with Desi from Baltimore too. They was like, damn, so you want to cut? So they know I don't know. I'm like, fuck is that? They was like, sure. I'm like, damn, I was gonna die as soon as I walked in there, motherfucker. So they had me a little like, oh yeah. But I was like, I heard there's a music program there, so niggas talking about the violence. I was trying to figure out what's up with the studio that's in the joint. So that whole ride, they really couldn't answer it. So when we got on the bus, the only people that went to the cut was me and Desi, who got dropped off. And he was like, he liked the fact that like I wasn't worried about the other shit. I was trying to see what's up with the studio. So that's how I got introduced to some individuals when it came to the music shit. And that's kind of.
So that mindset at 15, that like, I know what I was doing at 15, like thinking through the area and stuff like that. Like I said, it's my mindset. Like I said, walking like, man, I probably been like, man, fuck it, it's all the way up. So, but for you, you already had some inspiration doing your music and having your brother and having your influence in your life. And like when you got this sentence, it wasn't a light sentence. So what made you go, shit, from day one, I'm gonna stay on my grind, get that fucking body, or steal something positive, instead of just saying, fuck it, I'm gonna just waste it, I'm already in this bitch.
Man, I ain't gonna say I wasn't. Like, I was thugging. Like, I was thugging, and I wasn't, it looked like now I just did all the right shit to get home, but I went through what I went through, but my judge understood, because man, I was 16, inside the worst prison, damn near on the East Coast for real, like when it comes to Max 2s. And she understand, like stabbings and shit that I've been through, she understand I was a young nigga. You even be a victim or
Somebody defend yourself.
Yeah, so she understood all that shit. So I just, I was thugging for years though. Like I was giving them shit for years until a good friend of mine, I don't even want to throw him up there, but he was like, what you gonna do with that money? Cause like every man hustling and shit, making bread. So I'm sitting at home, doing this, doing that, whatever. He like, man, you need to work on your case. So I was like, what you mean? And that's when he explained like post evictions, modifications, appeals. I didn't know. I thought once you get your time, you got your time. That's it. Because all my uncles, when they got their time, them niggas was still in jail. Like, and I never heard about nobody going to court. So it just, I'm like, shit, I'm gonna study my case. Plus, if you're not studying your case, them niggas not gonna fuck with you for real. So sometimes I'm acting like I'm studying my case. I'm not really studying it. But me faking like I'm studying it because I'm finding shit like, oh, this shit wrong, this shit don't put, oh shit. So like, yeah, so I always was on my case, but I still studying. Can't let up with that.
How long into your sentence did you kind of like see that I this a change? I'm like, get out of here.
I always knew. From the beginning, because my case was fucked up. Like they force fed my case. They wanted an example out of me. So I always knew it was fucked up. It's just about getting back in court with the right language. Like the courts are all about language and laws and shit. It's just about putting it the right way so that shit won't get denied.
So when you came home, you come home to the welcome home, the love, like you glad to be back. Everybody said you going for something like came home. You was supposed to come home to the good vibe.
Everything was ready for me. Like I told you, I started labeling it. And so I was sending people home to the label. I already had 4 artists while I was incarcerated. So I came home, everything was like structured. Like I had club booking the next week. I was grooving.
When you came home, how old was you?
28.
28, so you had everything in motion.
Yeah, everything was
You ain't just waste your time. Yeah. So,
Your label. Can you tell us a little bit about your label?
Yeah,
Your artists,
that's my baby. Like, it's just like niggas got that shit tatted on their face, their bodies. Like to think about that shit sometimes, it make me feel. I don't even know. It's like how people feel about their kids, cause like this shit was something that I thought about in prison that I spewed out to people when they took on to it and shit. So at the end of the day, it's just about motivation and pushing forward and shit. And, we beyond artists, like we fucking with a barber, dancers, comedians, whatever you're doing is deeper than music. It's just about being great at whatever you're doing and shit. And understanding everybody got to leave a purpose and a legacy on this earth. So that's, at the end of the day, that's all my ambition is pushing forward and motivation.
no, I ain't gonna go past like you did it in jail, right? Got the label in jail, right? Like, you too humble about it. Like I real shit. Like I'm type you up, bro. Real shit, because it's people on the outside who don't have that hunger. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody needs some way to rehabilitate, get set down somewhere, like a rehab process. And I feel like that jail system was a rehab process. But some people do go to jail, go right back.
Cause like when I seen that, like it's hard to get niggas in jail to fuck with you or to listen to you or they believe you. So when niggas in there was fucking with me, I'm like, damn, these niggas fucking with me. I know I can do this shit on the street. You feel what I'm saying? So that was really also a little push and shit. I looked at it like, I don't know what other people look at it like, but I looked at it like, bro, I gave these people my whole entire youth. I gave them my adult years and shit, so I just made certain things not an option. When it comes to me, now you could go to jail for anything. Like, I'm never gonna tell them about how if I'm in a situation and they getting jammed up. Yeah, but it's never gonna be on my mind, it's on my will. Excuse me, that's why I surround myself with people that's not gonna put me in a fucking
That's your baby, your manifestation, because you put that work in that mind process. And
I know you did a lot of writing inside. Like I know, just saying, you probably can't get no exact number. Like, what percentage of those songs did you actually record when you got out?
I ain't record none of
That shit was just like,
No,
it's still
there.
It's still practice, but you needed it though.
No, I'm going to record, but it's just not time yet.
Man.
And that shit is timeless. That shit is real. That shit is real. That shit is different. But it's just not time yet for us.
the word ain't ready.
Yeah, it ain't time yet.
Right, so your first song when you came out, just like going through that process, like
That shit is easy.
I'm just saying, like going through the process, like actually being up going in the studio and all that.
See, I was going to the studio in there, so already like getting in the studio was easy because we had like I started a few What got me out of prison was the programs I created. I created a youth program, a tutoring group, and a music group, and a TV show. We supposedly got on the WETA, but I had a victim alert tag, and like the family don't want to see you on the public, like on news and all that. A lot of people got big. A lot of times the family don't do it, the state will do it.
Okay.
It's just a part of the. It's part of the. If you got a victim on your charge, they know we're gonna have a victim alert tag. So we didn't get on independent lenses, but the show was called Hidden Flow. I was able to get dudes in the jail that had talents for shit to bring it on the show, and the jail got a cable line that you hook your TV up to, and everybody, that's
Like
how I
number
get
one
paid.
network in the joint.
So it's the jail network. Normally
Yeah,
you go
number
there
one.
to see, you go there and see what they got for what basketball teams playing, what they got food, like the cafeteria. So we had a spot on that jump. Then I got the touring group, which turned to a classroom. And I had 100% GED rate. Any nigga that came through my class was getting their GED. And I ain't talking about helping them get it in a fucked up way. Like, I'm really teaching these niggas how to read, how to do division, how to multiply, and things of that nature. Everybody was getting their GED. A female front sent that shit to the judge, a bunch of COs sent letters in, and the judge gave me a modification. So, boom, I comes home, and I'm already in the studio from the program in there. I asked my nieces, like, what beach y'all want me to go? And they was like, ooh, I was like, the fuck is that?
Oh, I just beat out,
Yeah,
man.
it was a mouth. I said, Young M.A.
Yeah.
It was Young M.A. They cut that jump on. I thought that jump. That's the first shit I put up. And 10 days later, I dropped a mixtape called 10 Days. I think I had like 10 songs in that motherfucker. And then I got through the expo, performed at that jump. Then 6 months later, I told Boosie. 6 months out of that.
So was your first tour?
Yeah, that was my first jump.
How was that though? How was that experience?
That's like,
You had a favorite city?
I mean, North Carolina always a fair. Every show I do in North Carolina, the love is like, I don't know, dude. You would think you would be from that shit for real. Like, the love is like that.
So to stick to your music, you got 3 albums. I see. You got one in 2018 came out, the first one, right? Then 2020, and then 2021 you dropped the Bad Season 2. Can you go through like each? I heard like each one, but I seen like you got the same concept with your music, but I feel like you got like a lot of different views built to each album. Like each album got a different concept to it.
And it's good, man. It's because they just touch on different emotional feelings for real. It's just about like when I approach the music, when I approach projects, it's just about the feeling. Like if I tell you I'm getting money, I want you to know how I feel while I'm getting it. If I tell you I'm hurting, I want you to know how I feel while I'm hurting. If I tell you I like this car, I want you to know how I feel liking this motherfucker, how I feel when I'm driving this motherfucker. So each genre is just a different stage of my life, because when you go to the first Bad Season, it's hard. Everything is hard. It's damn near like some DMX energy. Then you get to the second project, On God, it's so remorseful. It's so, because I lost a lot. Like I lost a lot. I thought coming home I gained a lot, but I lost a lot. Like I lost my mother, I lost my dad, all my friends and shit, everybody did. So that album is real dark. And then you got Bad Season 2, which is like victory. Like I really made an impact out here. I've only been out here for a couple of years. I've been on tours, the biggest platforms, the biggest interview platforms, the model, the movie. So that joint is more, the energy is more bounce, it's more happy, it's more fierce. You feel what I'm saying?
It's like you get the celebration trial tribulations. You got a chance to deal with that pain. But this not really having a chance to celebrate it. And that's so hurtful to everybody who's gone to celebrate with me and celebrate for me at the same time too.
Do you have a song that you feel like is like maybe not your best, but your favorite? Like
My favorite.
like it just might. That's my joint. Like
Everybody got kids, but that's my favorite right there.
Yeah, like it'll be between Ready to Die and Long as They Love Me, because those two songs, and I will always go with Ready to Die, because Long as They Love Me give me like, I be emotional. It's like I can't even sit and listen to that joint. I be real emotional. But them two songs is the only times I ever got like super personal songs and shit. I really dove into like the trauma, like losing people and shit. You know what I'm saying?
So is that hard for you to do? Like talk about like the losses?
Yeah, because I never, like, some of them I never got even to deal with. Like, damn, behind the wall, you can't go to the funeral, you can't go to the hospital, you don't get the call. You find out weeks later, months later and shit. You find out fucked up ways and shit. So it's like, that should be like, and when you write that shit, it's like reliving it. You gotta revisit that pain, and that shit ain't easy.
Man, how you feel at that moment? You gotta translate that.
And you gotta, like, I could be happy. In the moment, I could be happy, everything good, nigga shine, and they got a bad jump. And then man, I gotta write about my long streak.
One of the worst.
I can't even, this shit don't even matter right now, because this shit won't connect. That shit, you feel? So it's like
opposite.
Yeah, I gotta dive into some shit that hurt. Like, it's like ripping up, or you know when you get a tattoo, then you run out of time, you gotta get it the next day. They got a tattoo over, they already tattooed. That shit hurt.
That shit
that shit hurt. You hear me? Yeah, so that's what it is. Yeah.
So I see you work with a lot of people in the area, so you came home and see you did the Big Flock, that if you know, trying that would be crazy.
That's what you know what I'm saying.
And that's you did on the new sheet, who also was a spitter, who's more like lyrical people out here. Then you also wrote like Janine Music and a couple of other people. And I seen that with Black Cobain in the back season too.
Yeah.
So you like working with people in the area? Do you just try to not try to stay, but you be like, I'm not gonna forget where I came from. Make sure we stay connected to better own empire like the Atlanta, like the LA's, like New York City.
Man, I just wanted to I like to be the bridge between a lot of things because I know a lot of people might not speak for whatever reasons they got, but I know if they know me, when I come in the room, they gonna speak. So that's how I like to look at it. Like at the end of the day, if they say we don't stick together or work together, I feel like if I work with everybody, it's like we work together. Because at the end of the day, I could bring everybody. If I got a show, I'm like, yeah, I want you on the show, like the show I had. I forgot what the fuck it said, but I brought Lico Money out, I brought Box Check out, and I brought Fetch Run out. That's when we first came home. All us on the same, like that shit don't happen. You feel what I'm saying? That's be the goal, just having niggas work together, man, having niggas on the same track or on the same compilation. Because if I put all them songs on a mixtape, I'm tagging everybody on that jump. So they make all of them comment on it, all of them repost it, and it's still gonna be some type of.
I feel like that's it's like you know, one eat, we all eat type mentality. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like people respect your leadership, and actually you got the story of people like, oh, he ain't one of those. He ain't faking it. You know what I'm saying? He's not faking it. So when he do come in on some balls, some real shit, he just trying to help everybody eat. Because he really, you know what I'm saying, he ain't trying to go back, he ain't trying to go back to
on the jump with Lucci, like on the hook, I got Kirk Bone talking, the cover, I got Sean Bright, like, I got Frey, like, all the real live legends in our area that stamped that. So, like, not only do I got, like, you know, Lucci, he's the son of a legend. So it's like, all that is some legendary city shit when you really sit back and look at that, so, you feel me?
So as a rapper right now, I just seen you had the BET, the Prometheus. I can't know. I can't pronounce it. I was trying the whole day. I know. I was stand for the zine, but But yeah, that's right there. I just seen you had it on BET and just dropped it on BET. But how was that work process? Because I seen you had it on YouTube about 2 years ago. How was that getting that work?
Man, that was like, I think that's like, strong. So that's the 4th joint I got on BET. So basically, the first joint was Payoff. They ran that joint on BET. The second joint was Strong. They ran it on BET. Then I got a World Bed on BET. Me and YG Tech. Then I don't know. They was like, we want that on there. I was like, that's not old, dude. But there's no such thing as old blues. Because somebody in Arkansas
might
heard
discover it tomorrow.
You feel me? And it's a strong record and shit. It didn't get the just due back then because my platform wasn't as big as it is now. So they ran with it on there. And the numbers been spiking up on it. Been going crazy for real. You would have thought I just dropped it. But it's old.
I was like, damn. I had out there the home. I was like,
so when you get on BET Jam, they hit you up for all the your drinks, or like for the first one, did you have to like reach out to somebody?
Nah, I got connected. But when I got connected for the first one, it supposed to only rhyme when it rhymed. But one of the people from the joint hollered at me like, "Nah, I fuck with this shit. We ain't hear this type of shit in the brick. You about to run." So that's what
but anything happens with my name.
Yeah, so they made BET Jam was showing crazy love. Like, it shocks me because that's a huge platform. They had, like, one time I supposed to have been on there on like a Thursday, but Diddy one of the artists on there, so Bump Deep. And at first I was blown, but then I was like, how many people could say they got bumped by Diddy?
I need a time slap.
That might be weird for I think about it.
Like, how many people, you feel?
Ain't so many people say they on there.
Yeah, right.
They ain't cut you off, they can push you back, so you still there.
But they just showing crazy love, man. It's just like for unsigned artists and artists from this area, like that's huge. Like that's something that people gonna down the line once they look back on it, some motherfuckers gonna damn that big.
Yeah, like bullshit. Like unsigned, do you plan to stay unsigned? Like are you?
I don't know whatever makes sense. Like the only reason I ain't signed is because
It
offers that make sense. You hear me? So I don't know whatever makes sense for real.
Definitely understand. You don't want to get yourself in something you can't get out of.
I mean, but it might make sense. Like it's bigger than me at the end of the day. Cause this shit gonna get passed down. This shit gonna be something my son can eat off of, his son can eat off of, and so forth and so on. So it's like it might make sense, and people might be like, "Yeah, you're not eating right now," but the food, the meals gonna come later. And like the young dude from Lion King, I seen an interview with him. Everybody on the Lion King was taking that upfront bread. He was like, "Nah, I'm cool. I take it back." And the dude that did his Simba voice, shorty get crazy checks right now. Yeah, because he ain't want that upfront money. You gonna spend that shit, you gonna blow that shit.
Yeah, that's gambling. That movie might not be as big.
I don't know, Lion King money, that's just still.
Yeah, it's still running different. You like Lion King. That's the first movie that made me cry.
Yeah, same shit. Yeah. So what do you see yourself in the next 5 years? What you go?
Picture 5, like able career, all of that.
Just in the crazy position in the music industry, great opportunity for it. Will I still be an artist or just an exec? Ain't no telling, but just in a position and given the best opportunity I can give for it.
So you mentioned a couple of you said acting, modeling, and all that. Like, whatever ventures do you got going on?
Man, I'm a hustler, so I'm really make that paper. But it's certain things I love that stand out. Like I'm not an actor, but like
you can get there.
No, I don't even want to act. I don't feel comfortable being something that's not me. That's just a personal feeling. But when I watch me on screen, I'm like, I did a good job. I never thought I'd be a model. I'm still got prison poses and shit, but I've been on fucking billboards every fucking way, so that shit cool. But
y'all make a product now.
Yeah, like it's a brand,
because
you gotta like when it comes to the music shit, a lot of people just think of money in music. Like you can't go in there like that. Music make money for everything but itself. You gotta build a brand up, and the music will uphold the brand, but you get paid off the brand. You get paid from modeling, from acting, from coming to speak, from wearing people's clothes, fucking walkthroughs, hosting events, and features. Like you get paid in that event. So you gotta make sure that brand is huge, your music good, but you gotta make sure that brand is like.
Your name is your name, type shit. Everything. Your name is your name, so when they associate.
Just like with the model and shit. Like I ain't no model, but I done did a runway before. But you had actual models who like went to school for it and all that. They was upset because they like. Because you're a fucking rapper. You fucking up. You don't even know how to turn this shit.
You went to school.
You feel? Right, but that's their shit though. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
You went your whole life training for it. I walk in here, but I'm good.
And you work your whole life for this, and a fucking rapper come in here and they throw money at this shit. But that's from building your brand up. You build your brand up, people won't be wanting to be
That's what I say, like your name is your name. People might not even have heard your music, but they know who you are. So
that's huge, because some people might not even like your music. Some people might not even like rap, but they might fuck with you so much they still find a way to put some.
They might see you modeling and say, "Oh, he do music."
That's why you gotta selfishly put yourself in a position that motherfuckers attached to you, not attached to the model, not attached to the music, not attached to the movies. They solely attached to you. And if they attached to you, man, your work will be honest.
They support that shit even if they don't fuck with
it. They buy a ticket. Like, I ain't coming to no show. I don't fuck with rap, but I'm gonna buy a ticket to support you.
I give it to my man and shit. He probably fuck with it. Now that's alright. You say like, is it like fatherhood? That's something that keep you, that's like your number one motivation?
That ain't even really no motivation. That's so automatic. Like, no matter, even if I was living a regular life and just being regular, I'm still gonna be an awesome ass father and shit. You feel? Make sure he got everything I ain't get. So
I ain't know anybody say that like that before. Like, it ain't the motivation. My job once I became a father was
I'm gonna be the he gonna have the best father motherfucking ever.
You should come to foresight to be the best. You got anything you want to tell anybody coming up? Anything else recently or anything working on?
Yeah, I got some bunch of jumps I got in the head. They got some big plays, but I got a mixtape that's about to come out. That shit about to be crazy because it was good and shit. Actor, on that. It's more modern shit. But I got on Thursday, I got a single drop with Bangladesh. That's about to be.
That ain't no flip.
Man, you know, he
That was the hit maker back then.
Lily, fucking hard.
We said it down. I know the name.
And always
First
back
song
to
that
Gucci.
came out,
I know the name.
What's Lemonade, the Gucci Mane,
Yo,
John.
yeah.
Always back to What's Your Fantasy with Ludacris. He got 5 Grammys, man.
That little tag
Five
when they give
Grammys.
the song.
He did Beyonce, Diva, Diva, the female version of us. He got that. He still dropping those for real.
You know the thing about producers though, everybody don't know that.
Okay.
I mean, because I'm not up front. So he got
You know that Taylor. Bang with that.
Yeah. So to work with him, because my favorite artist, you know, is Lil Wayne. So to work with him, I feel like I work with Wayne. and shit.
Same creative
Yeah,
mindset.
That's crazy. Like, so when I talk with him and ask his pointers, it's just that shit. Like, this nigga got 5 Grammys. Like, he know what the fuck he doing. You feel me? So that shit, like, and we these joints, like, we been working on these joints years ago. So like, it's been hard to sit on. Like, I've been wanting to drop it forever, but time is everything too. So I got that joint dropping on Thursday. And after that, motherfucker, the flood gonna come. I got that shit coming.
You know, say, what's the outside the area? What's the biggest artist you work with?
How many fuck? I don't fucking know. Honestly, I don't even really like. I just started working with artists because I wanted to build my brand.
You want to work with yourself first, not
Like,
you.
and people that I do work with is due to relationships. Like Jazz Anderson, she huge because of her parents is they created a platform for her and she went off with it. She was on the BT Awards, Cypher and all that shit. And her got the bad song. Jumped with a guy from Pittsburgh. He under like Rock Nation Management and shorty like that. We got to jump together. Yeah, I just be just so focused on building a brand. I don't need to be. I can't like. I don't even. I can't even think for it. Even if
Because
if I got it, I
ain't trying to defend nobody. I
I
can't
didn't even release it yet.
Yeah,
If I got it,
can't see it either. Yeah.
That's like even coming back to the early, like I got a song with the Quinn that's I had from when he was hot, like when he did have the joint Shaq Lizzy, Drama, Chris Brown. Like, I'm still sitting on that joint shit. You feel? So yeah, I got a lot of unreleased music. Like I could stop making music today and still have enough music to release probably for the next 6-7 years.
That's dope.
So, speaking of that, like what, like the process of deciding I'm gonna put this out, or I'm gonna sit on it. How does that go?
Honestly, that shit just be like, fuck it. It'd be like, it's the feel, and it's if, like, if I, like, say for instance, I'm dropping features, like this year I dropped a lot of features. If I drop 2 or 3 features with males in a row, I gotta get some females. I gotta get Taylor on. Like I got Taylor on music, man. Her dropped the jump. Janae Music dropped the jump. Kai dropped the jump. Jackson. I gotta make sure I keep it balanced. And then it's the weather of music. It's on how is music getting received right now. So I can make sure it don't gotta be that, but it still gotta be an element of that. And shit, you feel me? So yeah, it ain't really no secret to the drop. It's just
How you
the
say it?
feel. It's just the feel for it.
Does the same go for like your writing process? Like, or do you write? Like,
Yeah. I write the writing is off the engineers, off the beats, like Slab. I work with Slab closely. We be in the studio. I just come in like throw the beat on. We go from there for real. And I record so much. Everything gonna have its own element that it's gonna fall into. And when I go to make a project, it's just about what this project need. I got the songs for it already. I pieced the story together.
so, real.
I say he gave some down knowledge. I don't know what to get from him, you know what I'm saying? But once again, you know what I mean, go and tell him to follow you there and let him know, cut that one out. Go ahead and tell him to follow you there and how to go keep following.
Yeah, on the grind, it's my bitch that young. Even though IG put me in IG jail, took my blue check and shit for some shit I ain't do. But yeah,
You take checks with me?
man, they take pages. I ain't gonna lie, I'm happy they ain't take my motherfucking page. But also, that's some shit for anybody that's watching. Don't put yourself in a position where the only way you can make money off your business or grow off your business is from Instagram. Make sure your shit is out there. Make sure your shit is really in the world, because like if Instagram go down or you lose your page, you don't want to lose your business. Or you don't want to lose your brand. You don't want to. Don't make sure you find a way to make sure you still could be you and you still have your brand, even if something happens on other platforms. Yeah, it's Young E-Class on everything, man. YouTube, all the streaming platforms and shit. Hit me out, talk about it.
Definitely keep his word, man. Thank you, appreciate you coming through. It's been an Unpleasant Thoughts podcast.
What's an alcoholic percentage? Yeah, cool.